Welcome back. My name is Aaron.
My name is Collin.
And this is
the Sports Hive Show.
Woo! Back at it again. That was shorter than most.
Yeah. No, I just feel super rushed right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to it then.
Okay. Yeah. Time crunch here.
We got to talk about the moon. Bro, we got to start off with something historic. Because the other crap we're going to talk about aren't going to really be historic. Suns are going to get bounced out of the playoffs. Diamondbacks are 5-6. Our closer is trash. We're bad. But anyways, the moon. Dude, what do you think about all that? Have you been watching the live streams yesterday with Artemis going around the moon, seeing the eclipse, and then seeing different craters?
All
crazy.
I saw was them taking off.
That's it?
And I've seen pictures and haven't really paid attention. Haven't had time.
I get it.
We're working.
Yeah. I wonder what you've been doing. But anyways, it was legit. We got to watch the live view a little bit yesterday. And yeah, it was a good time. Isn't there like a 600-mile crater behind the moon or something like that?
The one on the back side of the moon?
Yeah.
The dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
That's where the Transformers are at.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like the 40 minutes where they were out of signal, I texted Dad and I was like, this is when the aliens meet up with them.
Correct.
And we're going to have no footage, no nothing of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's big old robots up there. Or little green people.
Yes, little green people. All right, so what sports do we want to talk about first?
You want to talk about the Suns losing or talk about the Lakers losing?
Both, I guess.
Coolio.
Depressing.
Let's see. The Suns are finishing up right meow. And 101 and 113 with 2.5 left in the fourth.
That's over.
Which is weird because Durant and Booker were both like kind of scoreless when it was like 13 to 32. Durant didn't have anything, and I think Booker had like 2 points. Something like that. But Durant will finish with 24, 2 assists and 3 rebounds, and Booker will finish with 29, 7 assists and 3 boards.
Not bad. It's crazy that the Suns went on like a 24-0 run in the first quarter and then lose that game by like 10 points.
Correct.
Like, we can't finish games. The Suns will make a play-in, but we're not going to make it past the play-in.
Mm-mm.
They're not playing with gusto. We have injuries. It's just not happening. Their season's done. But what about the Lakers, dude? I mean, both your top dogs, Austin Reeves and Luka, are playing with some form of injury, right?
The exciting whites, yes.
Yes.
Was it? Yeah, Luka is off in España right now getting shots and treatment for his hamstring. And Reeves has something in his lower left back.
The oblique area?
Yes. Also in Spain with Luka. So they're doing the same thing. So they should both be back.
Interesting.
Luka will be back in the first round of playoffs, I believe, and Reeves is shooting for second round.
Really?
Correct.
So he's going to be out for the whole first round?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why he hurt him in the first game that they played against the Thunder, the first ass whooping. Reeves got hurt and was still playing. The same game that Luka got hurt.
Oh, dang.
Reeves just got hurt first and was still in the game for some reason.
Until later.
No, he realized it. He was holding his back like immediately, but he still played for some reason. But yeah, that game was last Thursday, and it was the second worst loss of LeBron's career.
Because it wasn't like 42?
43.
Oh.
But who's counting?
Certainly not you.
No.
43 points.
Pretty sure it was 43.
That's so bad.
And like...
Was that at home?
No. That was in Oklahoma City. I think they're both... Because they just played in LA tonight.
Gotcha.
And then lost by 36.
36?
Correct. But that's without LeBron or Reeves or Luka or Hayes. So 4 of your starters are out.
Did I get the memo about the game tonight?
They all hurt, dude.
What are the Lakers' real chances now with your 2 key players injured to make any kind of playoff run?
I was already skeptical as it was. You are a lot more high on the Lakers than I am. Just because I know how they function.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if Reeves and Luka and Braun are all balling. I don't see them getting past the Thunder or the Spurs in a 7-game series.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's not going to happen.
I mean, even with your big three that playing the other night, you're still losing by 43. I mean, that's very telling. Did Braun play that game?
Yeah, he played. Let me see. Let me go back to it. Let's see what that little dingleberry ended with. Braun had 13 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Reeves had 15 points, 4 turnovers, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Then Luka, when he was in, had 12 points, 6 turnovers, 1 steal, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. So, like, the Lakers average, I think, like, 12 turnovers a game, and they had 9 in the first quarter.
Wow.
So, that's why at the beginning of the game, they were down, like, 2-9, and I said, this game's over. I don't want to watch anymore. I still watched. I suffered, as I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said last week and the week before, every single Lakers game I watch, they lose. At least watch with intent and like wanting to watch, because they lost against Dallas back on Sunday. Dallas has only won 23 games out of the last like 80. LeBron was playing that game. Cooper Flag scored like 42.
He had back-to-back 40-plus point games.
Yeah, he had
First time a rookie's done that.
He had 44 and then 42, I think, because he had 96 in 2 games, which is very good.
100%. He's going to win Rookie of the Year.
I don't know. Colin Knoble on the Hornets.
He's only there because of the three-pointers he made, which is very amazing. But Cooper Flag is a different beast of a player than Colin Knoble is.
A record for the Hornets, record for a rookie.
That's what I'm saying. He's still an amazing player. I'm not diminishing that at all. Because if he stays healthy.
Yeah, we don't diminish things around here.
No diminishing nothing. But I'm saying with him, if he stays healthy throughout his career, like the year that he just had, like, he's going to be up there.
Cooper Flag.
And with those players that are named, like the 3-point kings, and like Curry and Ray Allen, Peja, all those cats. But I think Cooper Flag will win Rookie of the Year.
So Colin Knoble has a better true shooting percentage, a better offensive and defensive impact, and overall impact as opposed to Flag.
Really?
But Flag has averaged 21.1 points to Colin's 18.7, and then he's got 6.6 rebounds to Colin's 5.3, and then he's got 4.6 assists to Colin's 3.4. So, like, he's got better averages, but, like, as far as, like, impact goes, says stats, Con is more impactful. But I don't know if that's I don't know why that would be, because you have LaMelo and Con and
Are the Hornets doing anything
Bridges.
this year?
Yeah, they are. They're doing pretty good this year, actually. A lot better than I thought they'd be.
And maybe Con does win it, because obviously the Mavericks suck.
Winning matters.
Yeah.
Because Shea shouldn't get MVP, but that guy's gonna get it. That guy's he's gonna get it.
Because Wemby is now out.
Correct. So
and he has to play one more game in the final 3 games to be eligible.
At the 65
the same thing with Luka. Well, Luka's not gonna get it.
No.
Unless his appeal is approved, which is insane. Because Luka should be MVP hands down. And then Wemby would be another argument. So if Wemby and Luka are out of it, it's either the Joker or it's Shea, and it's probably going to be Shea.
I'd rather it be Jokic.
Yeah.
I don't think Shea deserves another one. Although if Jokic were to get one, that'd be his like
third or fourth.
Third or fourth, like yeah. But I mean, the Nuggets are 3rd seed, so they're winning. The Thunder are also winning. But it's weird because it's most valuable player. So you take that. Me and Dad talk about this all the time, whether it's basketball or football. You take away that player from that team, are they going to win games? You take away Luka from the Lakers. The Lakers are not a 3rd or 4th seed right now.
No, for sure.
You take Jokic away from the Nuggets. The Nuggets probably aren't a 3rd or 4th seed either.
Or in the playoffs, honestly.
Because you have Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon.
And that's it.
Leading the charge. Then you take away Shea from the Thunder. The Thunder can win without Shea.
I agree.
And then you take away Wemby from the Spurs. A little bit harder for the Spurs to win, but still manageable.
Right.
So, like, by like that standpoint, you take away the team's best player, the most valuable player, is either Luka or Jokic.
Probably going to be Jokic.
Well, yeah, because Luka is that's 64 games.
Yeah, they're trying to appeal that, right? Because there was 2 games he missed because of the birth of his baby.
Mm-hmm.
But there's those other games that he also missed, probably because of injuries.
Well, yeah, that you can't appeal the games that you actually had like a valid like injury for, but like those were healthy scratches. Where if Luka wasn't having a kid, he would have played.
Right.
It's not like he was hurt, so that's the only way that he could even
Never
be
gonna
considered.
get approved, though.
No, but I also don't think even if it got approved, he does even have the votes because people don't want to vote for him for some reason. And they say, who was it? It was Rachel Nichols. She said that you had to play both sides of the ball for 8 months. But then just brown-nosed James Harden. Like when James won his MVPs. And we know James Harden don't play defense.
No, I've never seen him play defense before.
No, but he was doing great. He was having all those like scoring records and like going crazy, 40, 50, 60-point games.
Yeah.
And like scoring titles, all that jazz. Won the MVP. Not a lick of defense. But now all of a sudden it matters.
To play both sides of the ball.
Correct. Which I don't know. And then also Wemby is a shoo-in for Defense Player of the Year, and that's also a 65-game minimum. So if he doesn't play that one more game, he's not going to get that.
Right.
So I don't even know who's in second place right now.
I couldn't tell you
because
either.
nobody wanted to pay attention to second place because it was not even a contest for anybody else.
Right.
If I had to guess, it would probably be like Gobert is probably always up there, and you have Adebayo, who has become irritable to just watch or listen to. He's so cocky. I hate it. Like granted, there's a difference between being confident about your game and then just straight out talking out your ass.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what he's doing. He's like, oh, I feel people got it. Like they for sure have to respect me now because
Is that what he said?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you can't do that.
In a roundabout way. Like I'm dangerous from the 3-point line, the free throw line. I can drive. I'm spot up shooter, all that jazz. I can do everything. Essentially what he said, summed up.
That reminds me of James T. Williams.
Yeah. But I just I think I screenshotted it the other day just because I was like, this guy, dude. And
yeah, that's crazy. When you are telling people to respect you, then you don't have the respect.
Oh, yeah. Bam Adebayo on how his 83-point game changed the way teams view him. I can make 7 threes in a game. I can get to the foul line. The plays run through me. I think it's a different level of respect for my offensive game. That was one little piece of what he said.
Yikes.
But, that's
when you have to say stuff like that to the world to try to be noticed or whatever you're trying to do, that you don't have the respect, bro. Sorry about it. You had a good game, I guess, but you made half of those were free throws. Technically, it's a 40-point game if you take free throws away.
Yeah, and I mean, 83 points is 83 points. I get it, but once you got to probably 65, is when they were just begging for only Bam to shoot and for Bam to get free throws. All that jazz.
I've never thought of Bam as being this elite level player either.
No,
more just that. He's a good center. He's good.
And he's small though for a center. He's 6'9".
But still, he's a good player to have on your team. You would want him to be on most of these squads, but he's never talked about as that elite level player.
No, I could probably name, not even exaggerating, probably 200 people in NBA history that I'd pick over Bam.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe even 300. But I hate those beggars. You know what I mean? And the Spurs are exactly the same way. Keldon Johnson, I think he's gonna win Sixth Man of the Year, but he was on some interview. I think he was on Get Up or something. He was begging, he was saying, I don't know who else Sixth Man of the Year is gonna be besides me. And it's when you have to. Sixth Man of the Year is important, but when you have to
say it,
ask pretty much or beg for votes, you shouldn't get it. Steph never really did that. Kobe never did that.
No, they're not after those awards. They don't care. They just, obviously, if your team is good and you're getting to the goals that you want to get to in your careers, NBA championship, those awards are gonna fall in line. Those are just gonna come. But if you make the awards your goals, like that guy, then you don't see a bigger picture past that. And you're demanding respect like that. That's just, I don't like that at all.
Which is tough because I like the Spurs. Always really have. No matter who's on the team.
Not me.
Or coaching. Well, yeah. I get it.
Not me. I've never liked Tim Duncan, but I know he's a great player.
Timmy D and Manu and Parker.
Tim Duncan was the first person I saw just complain literally about anything and everything on the NBA court. I'm like, bro, like, stop whining and play the game.
He did complain. Yeah. Manu flopped as well.
Yep.
Manu's probably the best sixth man of all time now.
I like Tony Parker. Tony Parker was awesome.
He was French, kept to himself, just a little guy.
Yeah, wee little lad.
I think there was a story that he told us the other day, and that it was like his rookie season, I think, and they were playing against the Lakers, and Kobe was trying to talk shit to him in French, and then Tony was like, "Your French sucks," or something like that. And then the following year, like fluent French
from Kobe.
Yeah, and like Tony was just saying that he was like impressed by it. So like that's pretty cool.
That's cool. On Kobe's off hours, just learning French, real quick, because all the time he had in the world.
Oh yeah, but because he also wanted to mix it in with all the foreigners, whether it was Spanish, Slovenian, German, French. He wanted to talk shit.
I like it.
In their language.
In all languages.
Correct.
I like it.
Also to some of his teammates like Sasha and then Scola.
Mm-hmm.
Just something like that. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I like it.
Do you have any NBA games for us to play?
Yeah, I got some pick'ems we can go through because I like doing these games. It's fun. We'll start with the NBA. So I got 10 NBA matchups and 10 NFL matchups. So this is going to be 1v1, and there's going to be a section here that says more points, more rebounds, more three-pointers made, who would have more, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron James versus Kawhi Leonard, who has more points?
Braun.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
More points, too, for this one. Kevin Durant or Jason Tatum?
Durant.
KD. Oh. More three-pointers. Curry or Damian Lillard? Curry. More points. Luka Doncic or Devin Booker?
Luka. Sorry, not sorry, but Luka is Booker's father. So
yeah, that's a true story. More rebounds. Giannis or Embiid?
Probably Giannis. He jumps higher, so.
Right. More assists. Jokic or Sabonis?
Jokic.
More points. Anthony Edwards or Donovan Mitchell?
Edwards.
More points.
Ooh, Donovan scored 70 in a game before, though.
It's true. And all of these are like 1v1 matchups.
Ant's got him on the size. I'll still go with Edwards.
This one is more points plus rebounds. Paul George or Jimmy Butler?
Paul George.
Total points. Zion or Julius Randle?
I'm going to go Randle because Zion hasn't really panned out to what he's supposed to be.
100%. And I remember watching him when he was like
flying around as a kid in high school. Yeah.
And he was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Then went to Duke.
Right? I think he only played like a year for Duke.
He did, yeah.
And then went to the NBA, total letdown.
Yeah, he got drafted to the Pelicans the year that the Pelicans traded Davis to the Lakers.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And he's just, hasn't panned out at all. More points plus assists, Trae Young or Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie.
Yeah. I agree with all those. And then we have 10 for the NFL, 10 matchups. More passing yards. Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow himself. And these are going to have to be like in a game kind of thing.
Probably Mahomes.
More total touchdowns, Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts?
Allen.
I like it. More total yards, Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert?
Lamar.
More total yards, Christian McCaffrey or Austin Eckler?
McCaffrey.
Yeah, I didn't like that matchup there. That's not even...
Well, Eckler, when he was on the Chargers, was really good.
Right. More rushing yards, Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb?
Henry.
More total yards, Saquon Barkley or Jonathan Taylor? First 8 weeks of Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, Saquon
Didn't do nothing last year.
Besides winning like offensive player of the year. Well, I mean, not this last season, but the season prior.
Right. Would you take out Barkley or JT? More total yards.
Probably still Saquon.
I'm taking JT on that one.
He's also a better receiving back than JT is, I think. But
tomato. More receiving yards, Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
He was throwing to him.
That's a true story, but let's just imagine they both have elite quarterbacks, which really, Jamar Chase does have an elite quarterback, and Justin Jefferson now has the shortest quarterback. But let's say elite quarterbacks, they're doing their thing.
I'll probably still go Jamar.
Okay. More receiving yards, Tyreek Hill or Stephon Diggs?
Hill.
More receiving yards, Travis Kelce or George Kittle?
Kelsey.
And more receiving yards, leave the unbiasedness, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb?
Adams.
Okay. Well, those were, that went faster than I thought it would.
Good thing I have mine. Just football. So, it'll be a keep 5, cut 5. Just.
You going to give me all the names all at once?
Nope. It would be a hypothetical defensive trios of 10 teams.
Okay. You're more in depth than I am.
Just whether it's we grew up watching them or they're on the team now or before we were born. Yada, 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 yada.
1932.
There might be some names that you don't know, but
try me. Be surprised.
Okay. I'll go with the Browns.
Yes.
Bill Willis, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. Are you keeping it or cutting it?
So you're talking all 3 players on a certain team versus
on the same team on the same time, yeah.
Okay. And I don't know the other ones.
Correct.
Let's keep, because Myles Garrett is a dog. So Denzel Ward, I'll keep it. Just because of those 2 players, I cannot pass up Myles Garrett.
Okay. Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman.
I said the last one.
I'm going to say Devin Witherspoon, just to throw in a good defensive back right now on the Seahawks.
Bobby Wagner, Sherman, young ages in Seattle, like.
Yeah, no, this is cream of the crop. This is prime.
Yeah,
all of them prime.
Right. I had to take them.
Okay.
So I just keep both those.
You did, and you're going to start hating life when you hear the other ones.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna wait. Then delete.
Calais Campbell,
my boy.
Patrick Peterson, and Buda Baker.
Oh, can't do that to me. I gotta keep.
Oh, you're dude. Okay,
I gotta keep them. You can't do that to me.
This will be Washington, D'Angelo Hall, Jonathan Allen, and Sean Taylor.
I hate you. Can't get rid of the Browns or the Seahawks. That right there is the best trio so far that you mentioned. In their prime, they're gonna take out any of those other guys. This is only your 4th one, huh?
Mm-hmm. I've done the Browns, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Washington.
That trio is such a force for Washington.
There's the next 6 are heavy hitters, so I will say that.
Bye-bye, Washington.
Okay.
Steelers got to be in this group somewhere.
I would say Jared Allen, then John Randall, and Alan Page. That's on the Vikings.
Right.
Alan Page was part of the Purple People Eaters. Then John Randall, I think, was as well. Jared Allen wasn't, but
he's Hall of Famer. Delete.
Okay, you're down to 4.
I've saved 3.
You got 3 slots open, I think. Oh no, you saved 3, so you got 2 slots open.
Right. How many we have left?
1, 2
to choose from.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Von Miller, Pat Surtain, and Champ Bailey.
Boy.
I know it.
I know the Steelers are on this list. They have to be. Troy Polamalu, James Harrison, somebody else.
You got 2 out of the 3 right.
Patriots might be on this list. Teddy Bruschi. I'm going to keep.
Okay, you have 1 keep left.
So who did I keep so far? The Browns, Seahawks, Cards. Yeah. Okay.
And Broncos.
That's just so hard. I love watching Champ Bailey. Von Miller. That's stacked. Got one more slot. 3 more to pick from.
4 more to
4 more. I'm dead.
Jared Verse. Deacon Jones.
Die.
Aaron Donald.
Die, LA.
Okay.
Sorry about it, but not sorry about it. I know Aaron Donald's going to be first ballot. Oh, yeah.
So you got 3 spots to hear from and 1 keep.
Keep the Steelers for last.
Well, that'd be your last keep, hypothetically. Charles Woodson. Reggie White. Micah Parsons.
Ah! You're rude. Didn't know you're going that angle. Oh, I like Micah.
There's 2 more to go after this, and you know one of them is the Steelers.
Pass.
Okay. Troy Polamalu.
We got to bring the Steelers first.
James Harrison. James Harrison.
Who's that third?
TJ Watt.
Oh, yeah. Duh. I was like, who's the third going to be?
Could have went with Hayward as well.
Yeah. James Harrison, man. And then Troy Polamalu is so quick. His force, too, when he was hitting. It's like, you're dead. And Troy Polamalu gets you.
Special gift.
Yeah. And Troy Polamalu, family members are customers of ours. I got to go Pittsburgh. Okay. I have to keep them. Troy Polamalu, Jim Sanderson, and TJ Watt.
Okay. So you kept Myles Garrett and the Browns.
I only did that because of Myles. All right.
I know you did. You kept Von Miller and company.
Yep.
And the Broncos. Kept Troy and company on the Steelers.
I mean, you threw the Cardinals in there.
Pat Peterson and company on the Cardinals. You kept Wagner and company on the Seahawks. You cut Sean Taylor and the rest of Washington.
I didn't want to. I would cut. If I had a choice, I would go back and cut Seattle and the Browns real quick to pick up the Redskins.
And then you cut Jared Allen and the Vikings. You cut Aaron Donald and the Rams.
Yeah,
you cut Reggie White and the Packers. And you also cut Roquan Smith, Ed Reed, and Ray Lewis.
I still like my picks.
I don't know. I would have held off on them on
the Browns and the Seahawks.
No, the Browns and the Cardinals and Washington. Those are the 3 that I would have not kept, because you would also have to look at the rest of the NFL and what other teams I could have said. There's way better, obviously, way better trios that could have been.
That's a true story. When's draft night?
It's in like
the NFL.
3 weeks.
What day is it? It's today the 7th. My birthday's coming up.
In a month and some change, dude.
Yeah, what are you going to get me?
I got you that Cardinal sweater that was sitting over here last week.
I need to lose some weight to be able to wear that, bro.
Initiative. April 23rd through the 25th. So in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks this weekend. 2.5 weeks. And I don't think Mendoza is showing up to the draft either.
He's not. He mentioned it today.
Yeah.
I ain't going to Pittsburgh.
I don't know why. Like, I don't.
He's in Vegas. He's going to go to Vegas. Like, why?
I mean, I guess, but like, you work your whole life to get drafted.
Right.
And you're only getting drafted once. Exactly.
Unless he knows he's not going to be number 1. And why be there?
I guess.
There you go. Ty Simpson's going number 1 to the Raiders.
Well, because, and Orlovsky's right.
Right.
One that out of the
That is
world.
weird. Like, why? I guess if you know you're going to be the number 1 pick, why not just bask in the glory of it, right? But if you know you're not going to be, then why be there?
Yeah, he did have a meeting with the Raiders within this last week.
Maybe it didn't go well.
In Vegas. I don't know. Obviously, I don't work there.
Or you straight up, really?
Yeah, I wish. I wouldn't be here.
Dang it. But, yeah, that is kind of weird to think about, though. Like, what's going through his mind? What does he know that nobody else knows? You know?
I don't know.
No one knows. Except for him. Yeah. He's the one that knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows what trouble I'm in. But what... Dude, I saw a mock draft. The Jets taking Ty Simpson at 2.
Well, it's not like they're set at quarterback.
Right, they're not.
We see how Geno Smith, and that's it. And Geno's not bad. He's better than he was the first time he was on the Jets, but
nah, he's
not the solution.
Nah, he sucks.
Or that could have just been a product of the Raiders, because he was fine in Minnesota.
It's true. I mean, that...
Not Minnesota, Seattle.
Seattle.
And then Sam Darnold, but that's Sam. Sam was bad in New York, okay on the Panthers, okay as a backup on the Niners. Then went to Minnesota, did great. Then went to Seattle, did great. Gino went to Seattle, also did great.
He did okay last year. Nah.
Yeah.
Just a Super Bowl win.
In his first season.
That's it.
On the Seahawks, yes.
Well, I guess the week before the draft, we'll have to do our own, mock draft.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see what's up. See what the Cardinals do. See what the Packers do. See if there's going to be any crazy trades that involve other players going to other places for picks and that kind of thing. I think it's going to be a wild draft night for sure.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good players to get drafted.
Right.
Not drafted, traded. I meant both. But Adams will probably be traded. A.J. Brown might be traded. Dexter Lawrence.
A.J. Brown needs to be traded.
Traded. Yeah, there's always something with the Eagles, though. Always some sort of drama. Whether it's just A.J. Brown involved or Howie Roseman, Jalen.
Yep.
Somebody.
And Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Puka Nacua.
Correct.
And if Puka's healthy enough to play next year, we'll see what's up. Because he's going through some stuff.
Well, yeah, health, he's fine. He could play ball, but mental health, not so much. He's in rehab. So,
yeah. I think your mental health isn't doing so hot either because it's pronounced rehab.
Well, yeah. But I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Is he in the same rehab center as Tiger Woods?
Probably, honestly.
Dude, isn't that Tiger's third DUI with a wreck in the last decade?
Yeah, I remember him getting into a wreck a while ago. Back in 2013, 14. So I think I was still in high school.
Let me ask you this. If you're making millions of dollars, are you driving still, or are you going to have a driver?
Well, if I was drinking, I'd probably have a driver, but if I wasn't, I'd probably be driving my fancy cars by myself.
Right, but I guess if your history showed that in the past you get behind the wheel a lot when you're under the influence of whatever. Because everybody said, bro, you need a driver. And it solves the problem. But does it?
No.
Because you could just get the keys anywhere and leave whenever.
Yeah. You could
He's got an issue, that's for sure. He's got a problem where he relapses. But, I mean, everybody in this world has problems with something. And that's just his problem. And obviously he's famous. And obviously he gets put out there more so than other people. I mean, he wasn't the only one with the DUI that day.
Someone said, I had to look it up real quick. A lion would never drive under the influence, but a tiger would. I thought it was pretty funny.
They're not laughing, but I am.
That was good. It was some old guy.
Of course.
It was
he'd been waiting for that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny. It was great.
That's awesome. Well, on that note, anything else we need to bring up before our audience today?
I don't think so.
No.
Nothing too crazy, I believe.
Cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. As always, if you guys go ahead and give us a like on YouTube or subscribe to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, we're on all those platforms. If you go ahead and give us a like, comment, or share, tell your friends and family members about us, even if you don't like your family members about us. Or if you don't like your family members, still share it. We would appreciate it. Until next time.
Yippee.